Welcome. This is video 1 of the Assessing Risk of Significant Harm training course for child protection practitioners. This course looks specifically at the use of the Stage 2 risk assessment or Risk 2 format to assess risk of significant harm. Video 1 introduces the structure of the course. This video is part of training and development resources created by Gwynedd Council's Effective Child Protection project. Effective Child Protection is a practice framework for practitioners in child protection in the United Kingdom. The model has 4 components. One of those is focused on threshold in children's services. So this presentation is about the likelihood of significant harm. It fits within the threshold component of effective child protection. My name is David Paul of Gwynedd Council. I've worked with colleagues in Gwynedd Children's Services to develop the effective child protection model. Several years ago, I worked with Bruce Thornton, trainer and consultant, and we developed the risk model together. This is sometimes referred to as the Gwynedd risk model and sometimes as the Bruce Thornton risk model. The risk model was developed to support practitioners to make better quality and more consistent decisions about the risk of significant harm. The Stage 2 risk assessment, or Risk 2, that we will be introducing in these videos, was developed as part of the risk model. The risk model is now incorporated into effective child protection and its practice resources. This presentation introduces the use of the Stage 2 risk assessment, or Risk 2, as it is known by practitioners. This training course is developed through a series of short videos which are numbered sequentially. You are encouraged to work through these in order. From the Downloads page on the Practice Resource module, you will find a workbook to accompany this course. It has all the exercises with instructions and templates to complete. The exercises will be introduced in the videos. You can pause the video in order to fill in your workbook. In addition, there is a copy of the video presentations and notes. Are there any baseline requirements before starting the course? As a prerequisite to beginning this course, we recommend that you have sufficient understanding and experience in child protection. This course is not a training course in child protection, how to undertake an investigation or an introduction to basic practice. This is an advanced training course that has been developed on the assumption that child protection practitioners will have the necessary experience to understand and appreciate the material. It is also expected that practitioners have access to their own material or material related to a case they are familiar with. In the training course, you will be asked to read your own material and analyse it. This helps to contextualise these new ideas in a practical way to real-life case examples. Good examples are reports to case conferences or child protection assessments. How is this course structured? This course has 2 main components. There is an introduction to the risk model in videos 1 to 7, and a detailed course on using Risk 2 in practice in videos 9 to 18. Videos 1 to 7 provide a general introduction. This includes an introduction to the risk model and effective child protection. It provides a background to the first stage in the risk model, which is risk screening. This includes an exercise in risk screening. Videos 5, 6 and 7 introduce 3 of the key legal components that are important to understand before progressing to undertake a risk assessment. These are: what is harm, what makes harm significant, and what is likelihood. In the later videos from 9 to 18, there is a detailed explanation of how to use Stage 2 risk assessment, also known as the Risk2 tool. This takes us step by step through the Stage 2 risk assessment process. It starts by identifying harm, predicting its future likelihood, and then whether the harm is significant. The course presents a case example to illustrate how the process works. You are able to contextualize this method to your own case, using it to complete the risk assessment section by section. Is there a workbook and templates for the course? Yes. This course includes several exercises that you should complete. This provides you with an opportunity to put the learning into practice, hopefully with your own case. From the Downloads page on the Practice Resource module, you'll find a workbook to accompany the course. It has all the exercises with instructions and templates to complete. In addition, there is a copy of the video presentation and notes. Do I need my own case examples from practice? Yes. This course presents a framework for you to use to assess the risk of significant harm. It will guide you through the use of Stage 2 risk assessment or Risk2. In order for you to understand how to apply these ideas into practice, you are encouraged to use your own case material and use Risk2 to organise it as a risk assessment. This is particularly important as you get to the later stages of the risk assessment and the way the reason for decision summary is written. You should have access to your own case material. Examples are reports to case conferences or other child protection investigations or assessments. If you do not have your own material, you may be able to use material on a familiar case based on your own case records. In the workbook, there is case material and exemplar documents. However, case examples can sometimes be unsatisfactory as you are often frustrated as you do not fully understand the context and require more and more information to reach a decision. To summarise video 1, the risk model was developed to support practitioners to make better quality and more consistent decisions about the risk of significant harm. This reflects the key message from the Monroe Review to the tragic death of baby Peter. The risk model was developed several years ago. It is incorporated into this wider practice framework called Effective Child Protection. Risk is located in the threshold part of the model. The course is supported with a workbook and various handouts. These are short videos that should be worked through sequentially. Once you've done it, of course, you can go back to individual videos later as a refresher. If you can, please use your own case material. It makes it easier to develop a good risk assessment and make the decisions and judgments that are necessary. With other people's cases, you may be second-guessing things or searching for more information before making a decision. The aim of this course is for you to experiment and develop your own risk assessment. Once you have worked through video 1 of the Assessing Risk of Significant Harm course, please progress to the next part, which is video 2, Introduction to Effective Child Protection. In this next video, we'll introduce effective child protection and how the risk model is integrated to the threshold element of the framework.